Calling it a mild growing strain, and probably no more tomorrow. If he comes back tomorrow, obviously enough to he felt it out there. So usually the growing's not too good for a pitcher.
So could he conceivably make his next start, or is that out of the question?
I think we won't know until tomorrow.
Well,
You know, obviously growing, and a guy comes out of the game like that, usually not that good of a sign.
with Volquez and Ryu being pushed back already, I mean, it seems like you're lined up in pretty good shape where it's not going to throw everything into a mess.
No, we hope not. You know, obviously Chris has been throwing the ball good, and you know, really don't want anybody to get hurt. But you know, we've got some September, there's extra guys, so we'll see. That's where we go.
Your bullpen did a nice job of keeping that game close.
I thought so. We got out of got out of a few jams. Pfeiffer, I thought, threw the ball okay. Hadn't pitched in a while. Threw the ball pretty good. Yeah, really, we kind of kept it there. We just didn't do enough, really to win. We get 2 in the first, and really that was it, pretty much it.
Pretty nice for Wilson to come in the bottom of the 8th with the bases loaded and find a way to get out of it.
Yeah, he gives us a chance there in the 9th, but obviously we didn't do much with that chance. But yeah, the bullpen did a nice job. Chris threw the ball good, coming out of the pen. Give us a chance.
Now, when you look at the schedule going forward, this series is really the biggest test. And when you look at records that way, biggest test you have for the rest of the season, does this feel like, I don't want to say play a preview, but does this feel like a big series to you guys, or just another series?
No, I think it's a big series. I was interested in seeing how we play. Obviously, we're in the hunt. They're in the hunt. So it'd be interesting. I mean, all the games in LA were 4 game series. I think we won 3 out of 4, but every game could have went either way. So yeah, I think it's a good series.
Concerned at all about Paco? The last couple of outings this week, he struggled a little bit.
Not really. He's been good all year long. He just, I thought he had Joey there, honestly. I think that's an out. That he's pitching careful to Bruce, but they opened the base, I think, a little bit. I mean, trying to get him to, you're basically going for a punch out there, trying to get out of that inning, and we end up getting out of it in a different, backwards sort of way. But no, I'm not really worried about Paco.
Did you think he was distracted by Hamilton at all?
I'm sure he was. I mean, it's hard not to be distracted by him if you're trying to keep him still on base. It's just, you got to be willing to really just stop the game, basically, and not worry about what the crowd does. And you have to throw over 15, 20 times to hold the ball 5 or 6 times in a row. You just got to be willing to do it.
Is the offense any? I mean, I know you scored a bunch of runs in the last games at home, but really it was one swing tonight, and it's been that way. There's been a couple of games this in the last, say, 2-3 weeks. You worried about the offense a little bit?
Well, I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, to me, this is the hardest time of the year to win games. I think when we were winning those during that, kind of that huge stretch where you always lose, we were winning these games. We were winning 2-1 and 1-0, and we were getting great pitching. We get it again tonight. We just didn't get enough. Tonight's one of those games that if you get 2, you got to be able to tack on somewhere in there.
What was he doing to set you down those days?
No, to me, he's a guy. He's going to try not to throw the ball in the middle of the plate, and he's going to try to pitch off the edges, and you got to force him to the middle. He's going to basically try not to.
Did you get what you wanted out of 5? Was that about the length you had in mind for him? Or?
Well, if he doesn't walk Leak right there, he gets another hitter. And if he gets to the next hitter, then he's going to probably buys him through Phillips. So, it would have been great if he just kind of finished to shut him out the rest of the way. It'd been nice, but I thought he kept him down a few innings, got us far enough along where we're going to try to match up with their lefties a little bit. So he's fine.
Well, with where he is at right now in terms of pitch count, are you satisfied that if you wanted him to start a game, he could do it?
Yeah, I'm not worried about his length. His length is fine.
You impressed by Chapman in ninth there?
Yeah, probably, it's nice to see a guy throwing 100 in 1 or 2. Always nice.
You realize this was, I think, his fourth day in a row he's worked? And he was still throwing like that.
Man, yeah, I know, I knew that. I was
Yeah, I
hoping they
figured-
wouldn't warm him up.
Yeah.
Can't believe that. I can't believe Dusty would work 5 in a row week.
Hadn't pitched in 8 days before that, though.
Oh, I know.
Maybe if he works in 5 days, he'll throw 105.
Yeah, maybe.
But you know,
Stronger.
Withrow strikeouts count just as much.
There you go. Whiff was good.
So was Mark Ellis gonna catch the ball if Wilson didn't? Did you see him dive?
No, I should.
Oh, the line, yeah, when Wilson
Really?
got, look, on the replay, Ellis is diving behind.